Picture this. You own a small cafe in Malibu. Business used to be steady. Tourists would walk in off the street, grab a coffee, stay a while. But lately, foot traffic has been lighter. You can't figure out why. The cafe looks great, the coffee is excellent, the location hasn't changed. Then a friend tells you something that reframes everything. Most visitors these days don't wander. They search, they open Google Maps before they leave their hotel and look for the best option nearby. If your cafe isn't showing up in those results, you're losing customers before they even step outside. I'm Ross, and this is the Tower 25 podcast. Today we're talking about Google Maps SEO, what it is, why it's become essential for any local business, and what it actually takes to show up when the customers who are ready to spend money come looking. Why Google Maps is your most important storefront. Ross. Let's start with the scale of this. According to research from Think with Google, 76% of local mobile searches result in a store visit within 24 hours. That's not people browsing. That's people with intent, ready to make a decision, looking for the right place to go. And where are they making those decisions? Google Maps. Think of it as a digital storefront that's open around the clock. Someone nearby searches cafe near me at 8 a.m. on a Sunday. The businesses that show up in those top results get the walk-in. The ones that don't. There's a specific area in those search results called the local pack, the cluster of 3 businesses that appears at the top of Maps results for a local query. Being in that top 3 drives dramatically higher engagement than appearing anywhere else on the list. It's the digital equivalent of having a prime location on the busiest street in town. Having a website is no longer enough on its own. If your business isn't optimized for maps, you're invisible to a massive, high-intent audience that's actively looking for exactly what you offer. How Google Maps rankings actually work, Ross. So how does Google decide which businesses to show? It's not random, and it's not just about who has the most reviews. Google Maps uses 3 core factors, and understanding them changes how you think about optimization. The first is proximity. How close is your business to the person searching? This one is largely outside your control. Your location is your location. But it's why local presence and clearly defined service areas matter so much. The second is relevance. Does your business actually match what the person searched for? If someone searches gluten-free bakery near me and your profile has gluten-free listed as a category and mentioned in your description, you're far more likely to surface than a competitor who bakes gluten-free items but never mentioned it anywhere on their profile. Google can only work with what you tell it. The third is trust. This is where most businesses have the biggest gap. Trust is built through consistent, accurate information across the web, high ratings, a steady flow of fresh reviews, and an active, regularly updated profile. A business that last updated its profile 8 months ago sends a very different signal than one that posted an update last week. Proximity, relevance, trust. Those 3 factors determine your position in Maps results. And 2 of the 3, relevance and trust, are entirely within your control. What Google Maps? Optimization actually involves Ross. Let's get practical. What does it actually mean to optimize for Google Maps? There are a few core areas, and each one contributes to that relevance and trust picture we just talked about. Your Google business profile is the foundation. Think of it as your online business card, but one that Google actively reads and ranks. It needs to be complete. Accurate business hours, phone number, website link, a clear and keyword-relevant description. Every field you leave empty is a signal you're not giving Google. Category selection matters more than most people realize. The categories you choose tell Google what type of business you are and who should see you. Be specific. If you're a gluten-free bakery, say so. If you offer emergency plumbing, that should be in your profile. Vague category choices lead to vague search visibility. Photos and regular updates are engagement signals. Businesses that post photos consistently and keep their information current signal to Google that they're active and reliable. It's not just about aesthetics. This activity directly affects how you rank, and reviews, both getting them and responding to them. Research shows that 83% of consumers read online reviews for local businesses before making a decision. Google prioritizes businesses with stronger ratings and more consistent review activity. Responding to reviews, whether positive or critical, signals engagement. That matters. Most businesses see meaningful improvements in Maps visibility within 2 to 3 months of implementing these changes properly. It's not a slow burn. It's one of the faster return investments in local marketing. Can small businesses compete with larger ones? Ross, I want to address something directly because it's a question that comes up constantly. Can a small local business actually compete with bigger, more established players on Google Maps? The answer is yes, and Maps is one of the few channels where that's genuinely true. Google Maps doesn't automatically favor the biggest brand or the biggest budget. It favors the most relevant, most trusted, closest result. A small bookstore with a fully optimized profile, a consistent review cadence, and accurate information can absolutely outrank a larger competitor that's been coasting on an outdated listing. This is actually one of the most compelling aspects of Google Maps SEO for local businesses. The playing field is more level than almost anywhere else in digital marketing. What matters is execution. Showing up, keeping things current, building trust consistently. Size doesn't determine the outcome, strategy does. Here's the bottom line. Google Maps is where your customers are making decisions right now. Not after reading a long article, not after browsing your website. Right now, nearby on their phones. If you're not showing up in those results, you're handing business to competitors who are. The good news is that Google Maps SEO is not complicated when you approach it systematically. A complete, accurate, active profile. The right categories. A steady flow of fresh reviews, regular updates and photos. Those fundamentals, done consistently, will move the needle. If you want to know exactly where your business stands on Maps right now, what's working, what's missing, and which competitors are outranking you, Tower 25 offers a free SEO audit that includes a complete local and Maps analysis. It's the clearest picture you can get of your current visibility. The link is in the show notes. Thanks for listening. Share this with any business owner who's been wondering why their foot traffic has dropped off, and I'll see you in the next episode.